Hello, everybody. So, before I even get to all of the hellos, I got a present. Well, I didn't get a present. A very special pup got a present. So, the person who sent it is very tired. She wants to go to sleep, but she's like got scotch tape holding her eyes up right now. I told her I'd open it right away. So that way, if she falls asleep, she still gets to see it. I love you, crazy old Rexy. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Ava rules from Crazy Old Lady. Oh my gosh. It's a Thunder shirt. It's a replacement harness, but it's one for, Ava. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. And it's pink. Ava. Oh my gosh. This is something. Ava, come. I know you didn't come because you didn't hear me say hello, everybody, or start with the greetings. That's when you usually jump on over here to get in on it, is with the greetings. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna need you to come this way. Well, not just with your paw. I need your whole body. I need your whole self. Come on, pretend like I'm giving you belly rubs. Come on, Ava, up. Hey. Ava, up. Okay, well, that might work. That might actually be very helpful right there. Okay, so we're going to go like that. And then underneath, it gives you a great big hug. Wow, this is not easy, Ava. Ava is not helping. I don't think Ava understands that this is a giant hug all the time. It's exactly what she wants all the time. Like, okay, I got the bottom part on. Hold on, I gotta give you your last wraparound hug. All right, hopefully this is on right. Oh, I think I need to adjust the top here. I think I need to pull this up just slightly more. And all right. Let's show everybody your big hug. Oh, that didn't fit. Come on, up. Up, I gotta fix this one more time. I am so good at this. All right. I think I did it right. I'll play with it more when I'm not on camera and not. Yeah, no, I did not do it right. I am not good at this, I am just not good at this. Thanks, Ava. That was very encouraging. I actually think it might be just a size too big, which I'm surprised. I measured her and everything. But maybe it's, I don't know. Yeah, I think I don't know. I'll see if that's, we'll see how that works. I think that's on there pretty darn good. That was a rough one. Hi, baby girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll get the treats going here. I'm gonna get the cat treats ready. Oh, honey, wait, please, Ava, you're on my shirt. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, my back is screaming at me at the moment. But I think I got it on there. I think I did. All right. Thank you all for patiently waiting with me. Well, that was probably hilarious. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, She's a Maker. Hello, Spider-Man. Hello, Janet. Oh, gosh, be safe, please. Hello, Barbie. Hello, Catherine Gaston. Hello, Shane. It was up in the air. I said I would post something if I decided not to come on. Yeah, she was in the ER last night. She had hives from an allergic reaction, and then her airway was closing off. She went to the ER. They had to administer epinephrine. They believe they've narrowed it down to either a coconut allergy or a nut allergy. I'm allergic to pecans. Allergies are hereditary. They think that her granola at the school might have nuts in it. So she has not done well breathing wise since she's been on campus. So she was really surprised when they administered the epinephrine and she could finally breathe. Luckily, they just did, monitoring her, but it's been a scary couple days. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it on tonight or not, but I am happy to be here with all of you. If something happens, she's going to call me or message me, and her friends all have my numbers. So, we're just keeping an eye on things right now. Hello, Joey Bag of Donuts. Well, I know how it goes on. I think I honestly think it's just a size too big. But hey man. Oh, you don't even want to know what went through my head. Yup. Hello, Jenny. Oh, good. I'm glad that was funny. I'm glad watching me struggle and you know lose my mind is entertaining. Pretty good. She can breathe a lot better, so that's the important part. Breathing is kind of handy, essential. She is struggling now. They've got to find housing, and because the campus housing is done through a lottery system, so there's no guarantee of getting housing. So you have to prepare for it and rent a place. There's nothing available really. Most places rent by the room, and so they get groups together. Well, then people back out, and it's so risky. You don't know these people. She's known these people less than a month, and now she has to get a group of them together and sign a lease. So that's what we're dealing with now, is finding housing she can afford. They prescribed them. They just did the shot of epinephrine in the ER, and then they prescribed EpiPen, so she has them on hand. Yeah, I really just I hope that she figures out exactly what she's allergic to, because right now we still don't know. And that's the scary thing with allergies. Hello, CE, sweetie. I remember those. I never knew that's what that was called. She is right now. She's in the one that was assigned right away. So right away they are assigned dorms, and then from there each semester it goes on to lottery, or you get your own place. So hi, Grumpy Butt. He's just waiting for treats. He's parked himself right here. He might actually be sitting on something on the keyboard. Listen, don't be mad at me. You get licky treats when the cases start. That's the rules. Oh, I would hate that allergy. I mean, at least with kiwi, it's easier to, make sure that it's not in a lot of things. Unlike something like eggs or certain nuts, like they show up in things that are unexpected sometimes. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's when she asked me, how would you feel about, and I went, no, please no. I'm like, join the lottery, get into the lottery fast so that you get a room. And she's like, there's still no guarantee. So yeah, we're looking on campus, off campus housing, apartments, all of the .coms and Craigslist, and I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. And she's like, Mom, can you co-sign? I'm like, can't. I love seafood way too much to have that allergy. Carrot cake is Joey Bag of Donuts' big weak spot. We've found it. His Achilles heel. It's carrot cake. Ooh, that would be an awful time to find out. Oh no. Kendra and I, when she was a little kid, we would have nutcracker parties, and I would get those mixed nut bags around Christmas time, and we'd put them in a big bowl, and we'd each have our nutcracker and our little picks, and we would sit around eating nuts, and it was just a wonderful time, and it's one of my favorite memories. But there was one time that all of a sudden my cheeks, the whole side of my face, and my tongue just went numb and tingly, and I'm like, this is a problem. And my face kind of like was swelling, and it turned out it was the pecans. But if I eat pecans like that are pre-shelled, I don't seem to react to them. It's only when I eat them from the shell. But the doctor said every time I expose myself to it, then I'm kind of ramping up the allergy, and at some point it can go from very mild reaction to deadly with no in between. So that's what I got to be careful of. And now with her, with not knowing what the allergy is, how do you prevent it? That's a good point. I never thought of that one. My thought was maybe the shell just has different, I don't know, like enzymes or something, like, because when you eat nuts, they've got like that paper coating around the nut inside, and so I didn't know if maybe that has something in it that, because you eat that part a lot of times when you're eating raw nuts. So I have no idea. All I know is I can't have pecans. My whole face goes numb now. So hello, Brian Boggs. Oof. Why do you say that bad word? I don't know. I never got too deep in the science of it. Yeah, sometimes it happens like that. It's scary. Oh, you know what? I've not eaten since about 10 o'clock this morning, and you're going to pull that? How dare you? Yeah. You know what happens? I go emotionally numb. I think we all do. I have a very, very patiently grumpy kitty right in front of me. Like, the tail's getting thumpier and thumpier. So I'm going to put the docket on. Plus, I'm really struggling at the moment with the jolts. So I need to also take my medicine. Believe it or not, I don't really care for cake a whole lot. I am not a dessert person. I guess cheesecake is... I love cheesecake. Everybody loves cheesecake. I love baklava. I know. I don't like pie. I don't like pie at all. I know, I'm so terrible. I've never really been a big dessert person. I used to tell people Because I guess they all just assume, you know, that fat people love sugary stuff, and honestly, my sugary stuff that I love is soda. That's my big weakness. But as far as like desserts go, I'm not real big on them. I'm not a big fan of chocolate. I've just never been. And I used to tell people, you know, if you put a bowl of ice cream or a turkey sandwich in front of me, I'm going to take the turkey sandwich, dang it. Earl. Come on, Earl. Licky treats of star. I know that. Oh, Earl's scared of the vest. Earl is scared of the vest. Here you go, baby. Yes, I'm salty. I'm a salty girl. If I, yes, actually, if I could, I would. Except for I did learn you can have too much garlic. There is such a thing. And it was not pleasant. It was a very bad experience. I don't recommend it to anyone. Yeah. When I was little, hello, it's JoJo to you. When I was little, my parents took my brothers and I to a restaurant called Smorgasbord. It was actually called the Heritage House, but the sign outside said Smorgasbord. And they, I guess, weren't expecting. It was a buffet. My brothers, the three of them, ate an entire buffet bowl of tapioca pudding. Apparently, the story goes that I ate an entire flat sheet of cheesecake. I remember eating a lot of cheesecake. I don't know that I believe it was an entire flat sheet. Oh, I love quiche. Oh, I love quiche. I don't like the regular cheesecake with the graham crackery crust, and then I don't know, like some kind of fruity drizzle. Ooh, that's some good stuff. I like key lime because it's like tart. Hello, sweetie. I decided to not wait for cases to feed the kitties. Because this one here especially, he gets grumpy. Is that what it's called? Well, see, I thought it was French, but I wasn't sure. As long as it's got graham cracker crust and tastes like cheesecake, I'm happy. Oh, you guys are amazing. Look at how cute you are. Yeah, I've never tried them. They have them at the fair. We've got the fair every year here. Not as good as the fair in my old hometown. And I see chocolate covered bacon a lot. Are you done, Earl? Or are you just checking out that new harness coat thingy? You're not sure on that, huh? Oh, he is just bewildered at the moment. Well, it's like battered. They put it in something and then fry it. It's not like they just throw Oreo in oil. I mean, that would be gross. Oh, funnel cakes. Who remembers funnel cakes? Those are amazing. Yeah, I actually really like bacon that you put in the oven with brown sugar. But you do not get kitty licky treats. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I gotta take the comment down for this one. Look at this. Look at that beggy face. I guess there are enough in the box that I could spare one. Because there is another box after this. Oh my gosh. You guys. She's just being so sweet and cute and begging. She's just begging. Please let me have the kitty treats too. All right, here, let me give Billy the rest of the tube. No, I'm giving Billy the rest of the tube. And then I will share with Ava one of the kitty licky treats. But everybody gets to see it. So you got to wait for Billy to get done. And then we'll do licky treats, okay? I've never given Ava a full licky treat, but Ava's going to show us how it's done, apparently. Yeah, the filling is, it's real rich. And like I said, I'm just not really big with that. Ooh, look at that. She's got tricks. Oh, another really wonderful thing. I love balsamic vinegar. I don't know who's a fan or not. Balsamic vinegar is so good. Like when I make I don't even know what they're called. These little sandwiches that Kendra loves that are olive oil on the outside of the bread and they're toasted, but on the inside you put basil pesto, and on the other side you put balsamic vinegar, and then it's got mozzarella and tomatoes. That's all the sandwich is. It's like a mozzarella grilled cheese with tomato, but it's got balsamic vinegar and basil pesto, and it's baked. It's so good. But anyways, whenever I make those, it's like okay, a spoon for the sandwich, a spoon for me. It's like that cook with the wine, only it's vinegar. Don't ask me. But anyways, you can make an amazing balsamic vinegar reduction with brown sugar and balsamic vinegar, and then you reduce it until it's a glaze, and it takes forever, but it turns out so great. And then you use that on top of bacon wrapped water chestnuts or bacon wrapped little weenies. And I'm telling you, it's like heaven. I don't like Brussels sprouts. Little fart cabbages? No thanks. Yes, see? Dipped in what, though? Ooh, I love basil. I love my own basil pesto, which is like just basil, garlic, salt, and olive oil. Ooh, all of them. All of the above. Berry mix? Yum. Very interesting. I am not a blue cheese fan. Oh, yum. Neat. That sounds really cool. Hello, Gia Ora, Yvonne McLaren. Ooh, that's some good stuff right there. Their version of barbecue sauce? Okay. It's sweet and weird. Hey, Billy, can I have you move, buddy? So I can give Ava a licky treat? I know. How dare I? Hi, can you come on over here? Ah. The only way I can get him to do anything. Bribery. Come on, Billy. All right, we're going to experience Ava with a licky treat. You realize this is for cats, don't you? And of course, here comes Billy. You got it on your nose, dude. I don't think she cares. You now have it on your eyebrow. Let me help you out here. Hey, you leave the other wrappers alone. Oh, okay, it's on my desk now. There you go. Yep, clean it up. Okay, here. You know this too. That's what I do for the cats. Squeeze it out, every last morsel. I really need to wash my hands. Oh. Okay, you good now, girl? See, you're so big, and this is not, so this is like, I don't feel like this is a sufficient treat for you. That's why I don't give them to you, it's just so small. It's just too small, and you're so big. You big girl. You can't eat the wrapper. You just can't. Are you happy now? Good girl. Everybody loves Ava. Everybody loves Ava. Oh, yes, Brian Boggs. Absolutely. Okay, guys. I'm going to put the cases on only because I need to wash my hands and wash my desk. She's like, you'll find it in a week, lady. Out in the yard. Oh, that was so much fun. Okay, guys. I'll be back very soon. I'm gonna put the cases on, and then I will be back. Yes, she's a maker. That is what I use for my desk. I try not to always use it for my hands because then it dries my hands out, but I also keep lotion here, so I'm good. But I would really like to wash them.
Edward Sedlovsky, and this is P23003254. And for a parking ticket. Hello, Mr. Sedlovsky.
Hello, Your Honor.
What did you want to tell me about your parking ticket?
So yeah, my parking ticket, this was this happened at my apartment complex with me and my wife, but I just wanted to maybe request like a reduction. Maybe I have some photos, videos, and some, I guess, evidence to say that it's a really big problem at my complex to find parking, especially over the weekends. And it's like lots, I had two options because at the time I fixed this issue by I got paid parking. So I have the addendum I can send to you guys if that's okay. But I resolved it that way. But prior to having paid parking, the only option was either park on the road, which I was scared of getting towed, or three options: park on the road, which is illegal, and then park in somebody else's parking spot, which is kind of unfair, And the last option was that there was like 6 open invalid the disabled parking spots. And so we went with that one for that one day, and like it just happened so that I received a ticket. But I guess it's so bad that I have a neighbor that's a police officer, and like I've seen him park there sometimes. Not that it's okay, and I don't want to throw him under the bus, in any matter. But I'm saying, like, I feel bad for these people that they have to deal with these parking tickets and all this because of the complex just didn't want to make more parking. I don't know, and it's difficult because sometimes we have to tow people parking in our spots, and I don't want to do that too. Because I've had a case where somebody parked in my paid parking spot. I didn't tow them. I was lucky to find a free parking spot. I didn't want to tow them because I don't blame them, for parking there. And it's like, it would suck if they had to pay $700 that night. So
tell me, when you have an apartment there, do you get a parking spot for included in your rent, or do you pay extra?
no, yeah, it's not included. You have to pay extra, and yeah, there's not a lot of them. So I'd say maybe like 70% of it is paid parking, and maybe the rest 40% roughly is free. But there's a lot of like vehicles there, lots of buildings, and yeah.
How much does it cost? You don't have to tell me, but I'm curious, how much does it cost to pay for a parking spot?
Yeah, so it's $75 per spot there a month. Yeah, so I got one of those, but it's just sometimes also inconvenient because the paid ones could be taken up, and you have to get a paid one that's a lot farther, and you have to commit to that parking spot. So it's such a hassle. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Well, okay. I'll give you a pass on this one. I'm going to dismiss it. But you really got to stay out of those disabled spots over there. I know the parking's a mess over there, but you just can't park there. Okay.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, we fixed that, and we're on our way to hopefully get into a rental house or something where we have a garage. So
yeah,
I appreciate that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, you're welcome. You can go ahead and log off.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. All right. So let me I see Mr. Glover there. Mr. Glover, you're back from this morning. You want to go ahead and unmute your device and turn on your camera? It says 380596931.
Take the camera. She wants the camera.
Start already. Okay. There. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah.
Here.
Hello, Mr. Glover.
How you doing?
You can sit down.
How you doing? How you doing?
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I'm good. Let me just get to your case here. So, Mr. Glover, I know you were here this morning, and then you left to go get your proof of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it here. Oh, the ticket was on October 14th, but you had insurance in effect. Let me just, hang on just a second. Okay, so this is insurance for your Kia Optima. I didn't see, do you have insurance for the Volvo?
That was my cousin's Volvo. It was a rental. He was a rental Volvo that he had, and that's what I explained to the officer. But I have my insurance. I have insurance where I have a different insurance that covers all cars. But I told him I didn't have my insurance on me, so that was but I have insurance.
Okay. Oh, your cousin is Keith?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Glover. All right. Well, does Keith have insurance?
Yeah, he has insurance on it. I couldn't find it in his car though. You can't make a payment on the Volvo like that without having insurance. You have to have full coverage.
Is it a nice car?
2017, yeah.
I have a friend who just got a Volvo. They are nice cars.
No, they are. They're like Benzes.
I used to have a little Volvo convertible, but my kids didn't like it because it was too windy in the back.
Wow.
It just ruined my fun time.
Mm.
Okay, so Mr. Glover, that'll take care of your insurance. This is already found committed. Did you forget about this ticket? What happened?
Oh, what happened is I got sick. I've been going through a little sickness. I had a little sickness,
Sorry to
a
hear
little
that.
flu. Yeah, the virus, bad virus. Now I got allergies. Now my allergies is back. Now I got my son in the hospital right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. That's why I've been had a ride outside. The patient is supposed to going through surgery. So
Oh my goodness. Well, that's very stressful, Mr.
yeah,
Glover. I
yeah,
am so sorry to hear that you've got to be dealing with this ticket on a day that
it's all
you're in
good.
the
It's
hospital.
all right. It's all right.
All right, well, let's take care of this. What about the front plate? What about that one?
When you have a rental, when you pay payments on a car, they don't give you the front plates until you finish fully have the car. You have the back plates, but not the front plates on any car you're leasing.
And this was, well, tell your cousin he might get a ticket
Okay.
for not having that front plate.
Yeah, so yeah, but they don't. But they don't give it to you till you fully pay the car off. Cars
No,
like
no,
cars,
that's not true. That's
it's
not,
not true. Well, that's what I was told.
no. Well, maybe that's the reason he gives, but it's it's not.
Okay, I don't know.
It's not true. He needs to have front plate. So now remind me, why were you driving your cousin's car?
Because my car was broke down and I
Oh.
got to work. Just let me go to work. We used to go to
You
work.
got the Kia. He's got the Volvo. I see.
Yeah.
I see how that works.
I got to go to work.
Well, that was nice that he loaned you his
Yeah.
car, even though it was a little bit of a.
Yes, a hassle. I didn't get the hassle.
Okay, well, I'm dismissing everything today, okay? So you go take care of your son. I'm going to get
God
your
bless you.
work in just a
Appreciate
minute. We're going to recall that FTA.
you. Okay, appreciate you.
Just be careful. When you drive somebody else's car, when you're behind the wheel, you're responsible for all of it. So
Okay.
you make sure that you know where the registration is, you know where the
Yeah.
insurance is,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you access all of that stuff. Okay, I've signed
Okay.
that. The clerk will give you a copy of that,
Okay.
and then you can be on
Thank
your way, okay, Mr.
All
Glover?
right. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
Mr. Gunderson, I see you are on there.
Hello,
Weird.
Your Honor.
I just saw you in person.
I know. I was just appearing for Mr. Sheehan's case, is what it looks like they've already been handled.
He just wanted a deferred finding.
Okay.
So I
Well, I
gave
think that's it for me then.
But I'm all
Thank
dismissed.
you.
Are
God
you
bless
happy?
you. Yeah. Can you
There
call
you
her and
go.
see where she's at?
I can do that.
We can hear you, Tanya.
I'm gonna leave the room as well then, since I think all the cases are handled for me.
Yep, you're all good to go. See you tomorrow.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Marty Leonard. And this is 48015-6836. Mr. Leonard, can you hear me okay? Mr. Leonard? You can unmute by pressing *6. There you go. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Mr.
I'm
Leonard.
here. Hello.
Yep, this is Judge Swain. Okay, so I see you're here for a mitigation hearing on a speeding ticket. What would you like to request today?
Deferred.
Okay, let me see if you qualify. Mr. Leonard, you have a class, CDL Class A, and I do see that it was surrendered, but even though it was surrendered, I am still unable to give you a deferral. That is the federal law, and unfortunately, I cannot break the law. So
Okay.
I know.
Well, I guess the circumstance was I can give you the circumstances of what happened, but
Okay.
it is what it is. About three-quarters of a mile from where the 35-mile-an-hour sign is, there's a 50-mile-an-hour sign, and I had just brought the house in Black Diamond. Matter of fact, it was my second day of going to the house in Black Diamond. And I was slowing down, because once I had seen the 35-mile-an-hour, what I missed was the sign that was posted saying it was going to 35 miles an hour. When I got to the 35-mile-an-hour sign, I was in the process of slowing down when he pulled me over. But like you said, I can't say I wasn't going 40-something miles an hour. So it is what it is.
Oh, shoot. Well, Mr. Leonard, I hate that. You just moved here and your welcome wagon gives you a speeding ticket. That's not a fun day.
No, it wasn't.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
It happens. Like you said, I have a CDL, and even though I have kind of given it back, I have to deal with what the penalty is.
But I'm gonna do the best I can for you, okay, Mr. Leonard, because you've got a good driving record. I don't see any tickets, at least in Washington, no tickets on your record, and you're real honest about, what happened here. So I'm gonna reduce this ticket way down to $75. That's about as low as I can ever go. So that's
Okay.
best I can do for you. How much time do you need to pay that?
I can pay it immediately, so whenever I get the paperwork.
Yeah, so I'll just give you till the end of April. And then I've got you on Lane in Black Diamond. Is that a good address for you?
Yes.
Where did you move here from, Mr. Leonard?
The Mammy.
Oh, wow. That's a nice community also. Well, I hope you enjoy it here in Black Diamond. It's a nice little place. But you gotta be really careful on the speed limit.
Yeah, I didn't get my welcome wagon, so I'm adjusting.
All right. Well, Mr. Leonard, we'll mail this notice out to you, and then just make sure you get that 75 paid by the end of April, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, position 11, 24D13752, AIGP 1310 LLC.
Ready for plaintiff, Your Honor. Henry Ferris.
Thank you. And I have Wayne Lewis.
Right here.
Oh, there's Mr. Lewis. I see you. Thank you. Mr. T. Williams.
Hi, Tiffany Williams.
Oh, Tiffany, thank you. Are you a witness or?
I was here with veteran Wayne Lewis. I'm from the housing department at the VA. He asked me to join him for this.
Your Honor, that's my case position 11.
Do you, position 11. Hold on. All right. And do you have any objections to Ms. Williams joining you for the conversation?
No, Your Honor, not at this time, no.
Okay. All right. Since the attorney doesn't have any objections, we will send you to the breakout room. If for whatever reason he decides he objects, then we will have to take you out. But for now, we're going to send you in there. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have an announcement on position 11 when ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Your Honor, unfortunately on position 11 with Mr. Lewis, we were unable to come to an agreement.
All right. Do you have any, You have any other cases?
I had the one consent and I have position 14, which last I checked, the tenant was not here for that one.
That's right. All right, are both parties ready to have a hearing today? Or do you
Your Honor,
need additional time?
the plaintiff would be ready for today.
Mr. Lewis? You can
You're-
unmute yourself?
No, I'm not. I didn't say I was ready for today. That was y'all. You told me
Hold on,
that I would
Mr.
have to
Lewis,
do it
Mr.
today.
Lewis. I'm asking you
Okay.
if you are ready for today.
No, ma'am. I'm not. No, ma'am. I'm not ready. I'm 62 years old. I have to know what's going on. Everything is not the truth. Yeah, I would like some representation, and I would like a little bit more time because I don't think that amount is totally right.
All right, so you're not ready
And it's
for
just a
today.
lot of other things. No, ma'am. There's a lot of other things going. There's a lot of extenuating and mitigating factors that somebody needs to listen to. And I know, John, you're independent, so
right.
somebody else can listen.
So, Mr. Lewis, do you have any documents or photographs that you'll need to present to the court?
Sure, I got some documents of the mold that's in my apartment that's been in there since the last time they fixed the roof, and I told them about it when the young lady just asked me about did I have any sheets for work orders. You know how many work orders I put in? I stopped even going down there because it's just a
Hold
bunch of
on, Mr.
chaos.
Lewis. Hold on, Mr. Lewis. We're gonna
Excuse me,
give you
I'm at the train station.
a
I'm
date
sorry.
for your hearing, but you need to bring your, Mr. Lewis, you need to bring your photographs or any documents you
Yes,
have.
ma'am.
All
All
right.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Davis, when is the next hearing date for them? Can it be on Zoom or do you need it to be in person?
I would love to be in person. Yeah, I'm old school, y'all. This
I got
thing,
you.
I was so scared. I was so
I
scared
thought
that
you
I
might.
wouldn't get you this day. Yes,
It
ma'am.
usually is in person. If both sides like Zoom, then sometimes we'll do Zoom, but if you prefer in person, then we'll give
If
you an
there's if there's no delay in doing in person, that's fine with our side.
It will be, Miss Davis will give us the next date. Now, Mr. Lewis, while she's looking for that date, when you come in person, bring hard copies of any photos or documents you want the court to see. Bring
Yes,
all
ma'am.
those, bring everything with you.
And Your Honor, if I may,
Yes?
with any continuance order, we'd request that the payments be made into the registry of the court for rent.
All right, let's get the date.
I like Mr. Lewis's building.
Judge, I have, it would be next week, Thursday, in person. So June 27th, 9 a.m. in person.
All right, so the hearing is in person at the DeKalb County Courthouse, Thursday, June 27th at 9 a.m. in courtroom 1200C. Now, tell me,
Courtroom 1200D, my apologies.
I'm sorry, courtroom 1200D.
You said 1200D?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of paying rent into the registry, first, you start with January, February, March, April, May. Is that 2024? Or are we talking about 2023?
Your Honor, it's a little messy. There's been a balance owed since 2022, and there have been partial payments made throughout the history of it.
What is the monthly rent?
The monthly rent is $665.
John, can I say something? I'm a veteran and I pay a portion of that.
You pay a portion of that?
Yeah, I pay a portion of it. I don't pay the whole rent. I pay a portion of it, which
There
is
was
like
a
22%.
Is there a voucher?
there appeared to be a
Yeah, I
housing
have
authority they were paying, but it was terminated in the beginning of this year, in
yeah, but
February of
why was
this
it
year.
terminated? That's what I'm saying. Your Honor, can I say something, Your Honor? I know, Your Honor.
Hold on, let me just
Again,
make
there's
this note for,
yes, ma'am.
let me make
Yes,
this
ma'am.
note. All right, okay, go ahead, Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, it's. Let me tell you what I've been going through. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. You know,
Whoa,
I have
hold on, Mr. Lewis. This isn't the
the
hearing
reason why
today.
I'm saying, huh?
Okay. This isn't your hearing today. I'm just figuring out
Okay,
what your
okay.
monthly rent is, because you're gonna
Yes,
pay your
ma'am.
monthly rent into the court registry. While the case is
I'm
pending,
gonna.
you're not gonna pay your rent to the rental office at your apartment complex. You're gonna pay it to the court.
Yeah, but it's no. First of all, this is what I'm trying to tell you, Your Honor. This is what I'm saying. Let me tell you what they did. First of all, I had a bed bug problem. That's the only thing I ever signed to vacate my apartment so they can come in there and debug it. I went to Dublin. I was in the hospital for mental health, and when I came back, I had to find out 7 months later that the housing authority said that I was going to vacate my apartment. Why would I do that, Your Honor? I've
Okay.
never did anything like that. I've never did anything. This is what I'm talking about, the underhand stuff, the games they've been playing. They even told my husband's caseworker, the last one I had, that they wanted the apartment because they wanted to get more money. I was flying up under the radar. That was said to me personally. So
All right, hold
y'all
on.
want me
These
out,
are
but they
gonna
didn't
be,
have to
I
play
hear
all
you,
the
but
games.
listen to me. Listen, those are issues that you need to bring up with the hearing judge on June 27th.
Yeah, but how am I going to get a representation when legal aid doesn't even want to represent me? I don't understand this.
When, I'm sorry?
How am I going to get representation? How am I going to get a lawyer? How am I going to get representation?
You need to contact Atlanta Legal Aid.
That's what I did, and they never even got back with me. This is the games they play down here in Georgia. Your Honor, listen, I am so frustrated, Your Honor, because I've been adapting, I've been adjusting ever since I've been down here from New Jersey. I have never been to prison. I don't have no felonies, but I've been perceived in such a way that, believe me, a weak person would have been left Georgia.
Can
Been
you
left
try
Georgia.
again with Atlanta Legal Aid then? Let them know that you have a hearing coming up. Okay?
I would think the courts had all that stuff rolling. I got to do everything. It's supposed to be. I believe it's supposed to be somebody there to help me out. I'm the vet. See, that's what I mean. I'm being treated like I'm nobody. When people all the time talking about, thank you for your service, and you know they look up to. No, they don't. That's all a cliche. They do nothing but be a lot of business down here, a lot of sour business at that. They don't play straight down here.
What we're gonna do, Mr. Lewis, since your hearing is next week, I won't have you pay rent into the court registry, all right? But you need to bring all your documents because your hearing will happen on June 27th.
You keep saying all documents. What are we talking about? A letter? Like I said, a letter, and that's it. Other than that,
If you have,
all I
like,
got is my
when I mean
truth.
documents, I mean like any pictures you may have,
Yeah.
any
That's all,
documents showing
that's
what
all
you
I got.
paid,
Listen,
anything that you think is important for the judge to know, and you
right.
have some documents related to it, bring it with you,
Yeah,
okay?
I appreciate it. He couldn't even get. He just said his letters wasn't straight. But
All
this
right,
was
so then you're gonna present your case on June 27th, 9 a.m. DeKalb County Courthouse. All right, well, I won't see you there, but a judge will see you there. Okay? All right, Mr. Lewis, you can log off.
I do appreciate his service. I love our vets. I love our service members. But yes, you have to do everything yourself in terms of finding a lawyer in a civil matter like that. The only time the court appoints you a lawyer is if you are facing jail time. Civil matters don't have jail time. You're not going to go to jail in a dispossessory hearing, so you are not afforded a lawyer. That's just how it goes. That's the rule for everybody. Unfortunately, you are special, but not in that way.
Good afternoon. May I have your name, please?
Nicholas James Tessman.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Tessman, we're on the record in case number 24-2813-OM, and you're appearing for a bench warrant arraignment this afternoon. You're appearing with Ms. Mistley, the defense attorney available through the Indigent Defense Council here to assist you. Ms. Mistley, did you have opportunity to review the allegations on the complaint, the bench warrant nature of the same with Mr. Tessman?
We have reviewed both the misdemeanor complaint filed by the city attorney's office as well as the bench warrant allegations, and Mr. Tessman does intend to plead guilty to each, but he did want you to know that he didn't actually, in fact, receive notice of the previously scheduled notice of arraignment. He said when he returned to town from visiting his mother out of the county, there was one notice to appear. I believe that was for
The 24th.
the 24th. But he received that after he returned, and the 24th had already passed. But he does admit that he did not appear for that date.
So, Mr. Tessman, this is a misdemeanor under the city ordinance. You understand that?
Yes.
You choose to enter a plea of guilty, you'll waive your right to speak with an attorney other than Ms. Mistley, who you had the opportunity to speak with. Do you know that?
Yes.
You'll waive your right to a trial, and all of the rights that you would have at the trial, you would give up. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Has anybody made any threats or promises to get you to make this plea?
No.
So do you recall what happened back in July?
They were asking us to pick up our areas, and I just didn't get my area completely cleaned up, but mine and Andrew Merchants has been kind of like merged, and I ended up moving from that area because of that. So I'm not even gonna fight about it or nothing like that, because it seemed like trash kept on moving from his area to my area. And I even said something to him, and he even said that he agreed about it, but and said he was gonna take care of it, and I never took care of it. So I just kind of took care of it and moved. So.
But you didn't really take care of it, you just moved. Is that right? So you left the site with the
I
trash
took
can?
care of it. I started taking care of it. I even moved my tent. I started moving everything, even the trash. He said he would take the pallets and the poles. I picked up all the trash over there and everything, but it wasn't until she gave me the ticket.
Okay. So the police officer's report indicates that the accumulation was still there, but your tent was gone.
My tent even stayed there for a good while. Like I slept outside because of all of it. Like.
Okay. Are you still at the Pines now?
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of there. It's not gonna work out. I already know it's not.
Well, I will accept your plea. Is there anything that you'd like me to know regarding sentencing?
No.
Are you working with the outreach program?
Trying to. I just can't. I don't have a phone to be able to call them every single day about, housing and trying to get into housing and stuff like that, or even counseling and stuff. So Every time I do get a phone, even a
Lady.
government phone, it comes up missing. Somebody even just stole my ID and social security card the other day.
Well, the outreach resource people certainly know that people who live under those circumstances do have those difficulties. So they would be the people that you would still want to try to contact as often as you can to make sure that you're accessing any of the resources that they might be able to help you with. Right, so do you understand that?
Yeah, and they don't even come out to the Pines like they were doing. Like they're only coming out like once a month now, it seems like, instead of at least once a week.
Well, you still could make contact with them even if it's borrowing a phone from someone else. Or
I
if it's
tried, but they would let me use their phones. Nobody.
Okay. Well, sometimes, Mr. Testman, it just takes a lot of work on your part instead of giving up. It takes work for you to remove yourself or get your situation into a better place, right?
Right.
And only you can do that. Nobody else is going to take care of you at this point. You have to take care of yourself. So you have to make
I'm trying
all
to
of the
take care of
efforts.
myself. Nobody doesn't think I'm taking care of myself. Why does everybody think that I'm not taking care of myself? No, that's not even a
Would
question
you
for
do
you.
it? Okay. So when were you arrested?
I was arrested last night.
Are you facing any other charges or were you arrested only on this outstanding warrant?
Just this upstanding warrant.
How did a police officer come into contact with you?
I was walking back from the store, trying to get something to eat, and my car didn't run through. So I started walking back because I wanted to get some bread, you know, for my peanut butter I actually got arrested with last night.
Is your site at the Pines right now cleaned up?
Yeah, like it's all cleaned at, it was right next to Andrew Merchants. And
No. I don't mean your old site. I mean the site that you're at right now. So where you're staying now, is it cleaned up?
Yeah.
So I'm going to suspend payment of any of fines and costs. I'm going to order that you'll serve 2 days in jail with credit for time served. I'm going to order that you keep your site clean so that when the officers come by and if they see anything, you know, they're going to know that they wrote you a ticket before, that you've been in court for it before. They're not going to give you much of a break. So you have to make sure that your site is cleaned up all the time, okay?
Right.
And 222 Cass Street is still your address?
Yes.
And you don't have a phone right now?
No. Somebody actually got that one from me too. It was one of the like SafeLink phones.
Okay. You're aware of the resources that are available for you. So I would just highly recommend that you reach out and seek assistance if you need it. And for right now, then you're all set.
Okay.
Good luck.
The court will recall the bench warrant, take no action.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're gonna go back to 106.
Hope my daughter's not watching and sees me like this. If she is, I love you always, baby.
Ready to keep you waiting? And you are Mr. McCreary?
Yes, ma'am.
McCreary, we're on the record in case number 24-2657 SM. You are appearing for arraignment purposes on a bench warrant this afternoon. You're appearing with Ms. Mistely, the defense attorney available through the Indigent Defense Counsel here to assist you. Ms. Mistely, did you have opportunity to review the allegations on the bench warrant, nature of the same with Mr. McCreary?
I did, and we will be tendering to the court a plea of not guilty and requesting a hearing with his attorney, Mr. Graff, present with him.
So, Mr. McCreary, you will be remanded to jail until the time of that hearing. The court will schedule that as quickly as possible.
Is that for protection or accountability?
I'm sorry, I just don't understand, man, because I've been back and forth to the courts. I saw my probation officer. I've been doing what I'm told. I was trying to get a job, and I was actually speaking to administration for a couple of days. So I don't understand why I'm being remanded when I've shown my ability to show up for court and my willingness. So I guess I don't understand why I can't go out and fulfill my needs to, you know, or fulfill the needs of my daughter by a good parent. And I understand that we're bringing new charges and all that against me, but I've shown that I'm willing to come to court. I've tried. I've been to the courts and the jail for the past 5 days in a row. I've stopped and I've talked to multiple sheriffs and officers, and I just don't understand why I'm going to be remanded, because it doesn't seem like it's protecting me or assuring any sort of help. And I you know, so I mean, I was hoping to get a personal bond so I can get out and you know, start talking to somebody and get out of maybe this situation that I'm in.
So you're welcome to contact your attorney, Mr. Graff, and go over all of those issues with him and see if it's possible for him to file a motion prior to the time of the hearing. But the allegation is you failed to appear for your sentencing, Mr. McCreary. So for right now, sir, you're going to be remanded.
I've been here for sentencing. I've shown up repetitively. I've been here and I've talked to sheriffs. No one told me about a warrant. I've seen my social worker. You know, I've been talking to everybody I got to talk to, and I've been thrown in Bam Bam. I've been beaten in here. I've been thrown out. I've been given been left in the alleyway for fucking good enough as dead. And now I'm missing another visit with my daughter.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. McCreary.
You know, last time I checked, they didn't have alleyways in the jail. So I think he is mixing situations. You know, not to say I don't believe him that he's been mistreated, but again, I think he's mixing situations.
So the person identified as Rapid Gamer, you are not, we're not able to hear you.
All right, 1 second.
Doesn't matter how much you talk, we can't hear you.
Hey.
May I have your name, please?
Trenton Raposa. I'm the one with the broken mic. That's why I asked if I could call with this and just video with this.
Okay.
That's why I was having problems.
So I would need to break out with Mr. He has no valid phone number.
Thank you. So Mr. Raposa, I'm going to place you in a breakout room with Mr. Connolly. He's your attorney.
Okay.
You're here for a probable cause conference, and he needs a few moments to speak with you before we continue with that, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You can sign off of the video and use the phone number only.
Go ahead, Nancy. And he'll be with you shortly.
Okay, so the sign off video.
So magistrate, we're all set in the breakout room. Is it okay if Mr. Raposa just stays on the phone? Because the phone works.
Yes, I asked him to just stay on the phone, but hold on, please. Thank you. And so welcome back, Mr. Connolly.
Thank you.
Mr. Raposa. Mr. Olson, good afternoon. We're on the record in case number 24-2448FY. This is the time and place scheduled for the probable cause conference. And Mr. Connolly, did you have opportunity to have meaningful discussions with regard to a possible plea agreement with the prosecutor's office and have discussed those options with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. I've received a plea offer from the prosecuting attorney's office, and I have discussed that with Mr. Raposa. That offer is under consideration, and he is to waive his preliminary examination next week. So waiver of the prelim and under consideration. So he's thinking about the offer.
So, Mr. Raposa, it sounds like we need to verify some contact information with you. What is your current mailing address?
So I had a lot of problems with my mail getting rejected from my 2507 Spencer. Like I sent an ID, didn't get it. Well, I got it this month. So it's hit or miss. It's really weird. So I've had my other grandparents' address listed, but I haven't got no letter for that. And then I also gave you guys my email at gmail.com, and I only received one email on that.
The court doesn't want the email. Stop talking, please, Mr. Raposa. The court doesn't necessarily need the email. You might want to share that with your attorney, Mr. Connolly. For right now, the court
Right, but
needs to mail you information, so we need a good mailing address and a good phone number. What's a good mailing address?
The same one that do you have the 0080 Pioneers Road on there?
No.
Well, okay, well, yeah, I gave that in the last court hearing, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Would you spell the name of that road?
Let me look it up real quick so I can say the correct one. I believe it's, let me just make sure real quick, I'm sorry. Road Southeast, Kalkaska, Michigan.
And what is your phone number?
I mean, the only reliable one that I have is text now at the moment. I can give you that.
Sure. Thank you. So again, Mr. Olson is here from the prosecutor's office, and Mr. Connolly. Mr. Olson, do you have any issues regarding bond?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Connolly, any issues regarding bond?
No issues, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Raposa, the bond will be continued with all of the same terms and conditions. You will appear at the time that's currently scheduled for your preliminary examination for a waiver of that preliminary examination. Please make sure that you stay in touch with Mr. Connolly. Your responsibility, you understand that.
Okay.
And I
Yes,
appreciate
Your
your appearance, and you're free to leave the meeting.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank
Have a
you
good
so much,
afternoon.
Your Honor. You guys have a good day.
You as well.
And while that was going, I finished exporting the Amarillo docket from today. So that we could watch that too. Oh. What do you mean you want to be? I thought you were one. Dang it, I just remembered I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It's that one that's 2 hours away that turned me away for 3 minutes the last time. I don't want to see her. I don't like her. Oh, I also have Satterfield first appearances, but I'm assuming everybody saw that. A lot of people tune in for Kansas. Should I export Satterfield? Do you guys want that? It's not till 11:30. I'm good. I just have to get up, download a few dockets, and shower. Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her at all. It wasn't super exciting. Oh, that's not the one I meant to click on. It wasn't super exciting. Oh my goodness, Sean. Telling me to go to bed. Thought you wanted to see me. I love you. Oh, the chat is really the most fun part. And sometimes the dockets are just background noise. All right. Fine. I'm gonna get this started.
Good morning, Mr. Chapman. How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, the charge before the court from yesterday is called drug paraphernalia possession regarding a pipe. That fine range is $100 to $500. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney or have a trial?
I want to be let go from it.
Say that again.
I want to be let go from it.
Say it again?
I want to be let go from it.
You want to be let go? Well, I don't really know what let go from it means. You either plead not guilty and you come see me pursuant to a bond, or you plead guilty or no contest and you come see me to talk about how to pay it.
Wait, which one do, if I get confused there,
So,
How do I-
Mr. Chapman, since you're a little confused, let's just have a seat and I'll have a longer
No,
conversation.
no,
No, it's okay. Have a seat. I'll call you up a little bit later after you see.
would I plead not guilty to a plead no contest?
Well, have a seat and I think you'll understand a little bit better later. Have a seat.
You called me up.
Go
here.
ahead and have a seat. You can wait. Have a seat. Joshua De La Cruz.
Hey, watch your language.
Mr. De La Cruz, we saw you about a year ago, no driver's license and failed to maintain financial responsibility from March 9th of 2022. You set a payment plan. You saw Judge Henderson. It was 50 biweekly beginning a couple of weeks after that. You did pay $150, but you never finished it off. What happened?
I had lost my job and then got another job, and I think I just forgot about it.
Okay, so the total on those two tickets is $440, but you've been in jail enough to get $300 jail credit, showing a balance today of $140. Is somebody going to be able to come and pay that $140 today at the jail?
No.
Okay, what's your situation financially?
I get paid this week, but my cars and stuff are here, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
What do you do for a living?
I work at Walmart.
Why did you forget when we kept sending you notices to appear?
Because I don't really stay at that address. It's just like that's my dad's house. So whenever I don't got a place to stay, then that's where I go. But
Do you get food stamps?
no,
HUD housing?
no.
Okay, I'm gonna find you're not indigent. You didn't make a good faith effort. You just forgot to discharge the fine and court costs you could have without any undue hardship. So as of right now, today, if you make a phone call to somebody, you owe $140 at the jail would have you be released today. Then you had a ticket on March 15th, 2024. Well, actually it wasn't. Something happened on South Washington and Southwest 4th. And the prosecutors have filed a no driver's license from that day. Do you remember something happening on
Yes.
Washington and 15th?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, and it was a motorcycle officer. You ended up with a charge of no driver's license from that. That fine range is $100 to $200. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney, have a trial, or bring me your driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license.
How do you plead?
I'm guilty.
Okay, on your guilty plea, fine and court cost is $210. So here's what I'm going to do. Are you willing to come and see me tomorrow at 1:30 to talk to me about your balance at 2?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm not remanding you. I am releasing you, but I don't think you're indigent, but I'm releasing you to appear tomorrow. And your balance when you see me is going to be $140 plus the driver's license, which is $210, $350. You don't have to pay it. You just have to be here to talk to me about how to pay it. If
Yes.
you fail to appear, you get capious warrants, then I would remand you the next time. Now, I really don't know when you're going to get out because you've caught a couple of higher charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't mistake that just because you're still there and you're not out, because you haven't, no matter what day you get out, you come see me the next day. If you want to ask for more jail credit, ask for more jail credit when you appear, but you're not naturally or by legally earning it because you're there on other things. Okay, so are you going to forget to come and see me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you'll see a different judge to set bonds on the real reason why you went to jail. Okay,
Okay.
you can return to your pod.
Thank you.
Stephen Kime. Morning, Mr. Kime. How are you? How are you?
Good.
How do you say your last name?
You got it right.
Okay, you pled no contest to drug paraphernalia possession of a foil back on January 20th of 2024. Judge Henderson gave you community service to pay for that, and we never got any turned in. What happened?
I had about a month and a half where I was out of my medication. I guess it's really no excuse. I was pretty weak from it. Finally got the Jardians and stuff taken care of. I've been better for about 2 weeks now. It's just been a real challenge with this congestive heart failure, trying to figure out what I can and can't do and getting around.
So you have a medical condition regarding your heart?
Yes, ma'am, I have congestive heart failure. They gave me 6 months to live.
Well, you're a really young guy for that. So I'll find, since he found you were indigent, I'll find you're indigent, but you didn't make a good faith effort. I'm giving you $300 jail credit. So with $300 jail credit, you only owe $46. Is somebody going to be able to come pay that? Or are you going to just be there another day?
I'll just be here another day.
Okay. Secondly, a new drug paraphernalia possession that you picked up when you got arrested. Fine range is $1 to $500. Court costs are $81. It's regarding FOIL. Do you want to plead not guilty, guilty, or no contest?
It's no contest. The passenger seat, I didn't know it was there.
Okay, on your no contest plea, finding court costs is $531 with $300 jail credit here. So I'm going to do the same thing with you. I just don't like when people are confused about, did you get a higher charge? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you're released to appear on both of them. 46 plus 231 is 277. Is there any reason you can't come see me tomorrow?
No,
Either
ma'am.
1:30 to talk to me at 2?
No, ma'am. I'll make my way up there.
Okay, and you know where I'm located?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm marking. So Maria, does it make sense what I'm doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Kime, you're getting out of jail today. You're not gonna be sitting there any longer, but come see me tomorrow. If you've got a doctor's note, bring it, okay?
I got plenty of documentation.
Huh?
I've got plenty of documentation.
Okay, bring a little bit. I don't need your book that you probably have. I just need a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You can return to your pod.
See, the difficulty is you never know if you can believe them when they make those claims. He wanted to sit out the time so that he didn't have to pay the fine, though. And she's still releasing him anyways. But I know, I told you, she's too nice. She's way too nice. He might. I don't know. It just... I missed the I have 6 months to live excuse when I was editing. But yeah, anytime that's used, I never know if I can believe them or not. They have. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. A lot of them don't. It's crazy.
Cindy Thomas. Hi, Ms. Thomas. This charge is also from October 6th. It's called drug paraphernalia possession regarding FOIL. Fine range is $1 to $500. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney or have a trial?
No, I just plead guilty.
Okay, on your guilty plea, finding court cost is $531, $300 jail credit. Is there any reason you can't come see me tomorrow? Be here at 1:30 to come talk to me about how to pay it at 2.
Okay, I'll be there.
And do you understand what happens if you don't appear?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Be here at 1:30 to go to the courtroom at 2.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Chapman.
Yes.
Okay. Same charge that everybody else has today so far. It's called drug paraphernalia. This is about a pipe from October 6th. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney or have a trial?
I don't want to have a trial. I just want to go.
Okay, you don't want a trial, so you either plead guilty or no contest.
Guilty or no contest?
You choose one.
Both. I don't know. I don't know what no contest means. I don't know what it means.
No contest means that if you had a trial, you feel like you'd be found guilty. Guilty means I'm just plain out guilty.
Guilty then, yeah.
Okay, on your guilty plea, fine and court costs is $531 with $300 jail credit. You still owe $231. Then another drug paraphernalia possession from October 1st. Over on Seminole Street. This is a type. How do you plead?
They let me go from that.
Yeah, they didn't arrest you, but they gave you a ticket. So
Yeah.
you're still going to enter a plea today when you see me.
Okay, so guilty?
okay, on your guilty plea. Finding court costs is $531. So you've got to come see me tomorrow at my courthouse. Do you know where I'm located?
Yeah, downtown.
Over on the 4th Street side of the police department. Is there any reason you can't be here at 1:30 tomorrow to come talk to me about how to pay $762 to, I don't want you to pay it, but I expect you to be here to talk about how to pay it.
Yeah, I guess I show up there tomorrow morning.
Say that again?
I can show up there tomorrow morning.
I couldn't hear that.
I can show up there tomorrow morning.
Oh, no, don't be here tomorrow morning. Come tomorrow. Well, you can come see me at 10:30 to talk to me at 11, or you can come at 1:30 to talk to me at 2, okay?
I don't know, they let me go?
Yeah, you're getting out of jail today.
Okay.
But you've got to come to the courthouse for a hearing tomorrow, no later than 2.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Vasquez. This charge before the court is called public intoxication. The fine range is $100 to $500. Court costs are $81. Now, you have a previous public intoxication that was a conviction in 2023. When you're an underage drinker, our laws have extra consequences outside of just the fines, in that if you get a conviction for an underage drinking charge, which is in public intoxication is included in that, then by law, I'm ordered to suspend your driver's license. So I would suspend your driver's license if you're either found guilty at a trial, or if you plead guilty or no contest today. And then I order you to take a alcohol education class and do alcohol-related community service if you plead guilty or no contest, or if later you're found guilty. So there's extra consequences to this allegation that do affect your ability to drive with a driver's license. Do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
To the charge of public intoxication from October 6th, do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney or have a trial?
No contest.
On your no contest plea, finding court costs is $484 with $300 jail credit. You owe $184. You still have to come and see me tomorrow. And because this is a second conviction for a public intoxication, I'm going to suspend your driving privilege. Do you have a driver's license?
No.
I'm going to do 60 days, beginning 11 days from now, which was beginning 10/18. So basically October to November, November to mid to late December. If you drive and you get stopped, it'll be driving while license is invalid rather than no driver's license. And you wouldn't be able to get your license during that time. I'm going to order that you take an alcohol awareness class and do 35 hours of alcohol-related community service. So when you come and see me tomorrow, you're going to be talking about your balance, which is $184, but we'll also give you the information about the alcohol-related community service and the alcohol class. If you fail to appear, one, you don't get that information, and it would create a further suspension in the future of your license or ability to get it, but also you'd have a KPS warrant. So don't hesitate. You be here tomorrow, be here at 1:30 to see me at 2. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. You can return to your pod. Miss De Leon. Miss De Leon, don't say your full address. Do you live on South Georgia?
Yes, ma'am.
And after we're finished, after I'm finished talking to you, rather than going back to your pod, I'm going to have you have a seat back on your chair so that my clerk can get more of your contact information. I don't want to get it right now because there's other people watching that I don't want them to know your contact. Okay.
Yeah.
To this charge of consumption of alcohol by minor, the fine range is $100 to $500. The court costs are $81. You heard me tell you, the gentleman right before you, that our law in the state of Texas says that if a person gets a conviction for underage drinking or consumption, it hurts their ability to drive. And as a judge, I have to order you to take a class related to alcohol education and do alcohol-related community service. So this particular charge comes with extra consequences outside of the fines and court costs. So do you have any questions about any of that? I can't hear you.
No.
No. So remember, I told you what your rights were at the beginning of court to the charge of consumption of alcohol by minor. You have the right to plead not guilty because you have the right to an attorney. You have a right to tell me you want to set it for a trial. You can plead not guilty today, mainly because you're not sure what you should do. And then you would come see me on the date and time of your bond. When you're leaving the jail, you're going to sign a document called a bond that tells you when to come and see me. What do you think you need to do today?
What do I need to do today?
Do you need to plead not guilty today as you're talking to me and then promise to come see me at my courthouse? Or do you want to plead guilty or no contest and come see me about your balance like the gentleman right before you did?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you want to do?
Plead guilty.
So on your guilty plea to consumption of alcohol by minor, fine and court costs is $434 with $300 jail credit. You still owe $134, so you've got to come see me tomorrow. Be here at 1:30 to see me at 2, not to pay it, but to talk about how to pay it. Because of the Texas law, you have to take an alcohol awareness class and do 10 hours of alcohol-related community service. I will suspend. Do you have a driver's license?
No, ma'am.
So your driver's license gets suspended 30 days beginning 10/18. Okay, so you understand the importance of your hearing tomorrow for you to be here at my courthouse at 1:30 to talk to me about at 2 o'clock about all your requirements and how to pay the balance. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand what happens if you fail to appear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for your hearing, all right? Deputy in the back will give you a map with directions. Okay, Mr. Kexey, Terrell Kexey. Does he have a hearing problem?
No.
Okay, Mr. Kexey, charges before the court are speeding 62 and a 45 from August 19th of 2020. Fine range is $1 to $200. Court costs are $184. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney or have a trial?
He's practicing standing mute.
Not guilty.
Okay, so on your not guilty plea.
But I also would like to tell you the address of somebody else's, someone's house, but nobody can go there to hurt her. The Western, South, Southwestern.
So we have your address on Western. Is that not your address? Is that your address?
Yes, that's the address that I use.
Okay. So on your not guilty plea, you're going to bond out with what's called a PR bond, personal bond. When you're leaving the jail and you're signing that bond, that's your promise to appear. Do you understand what happens if you fail to appear?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Then from February 15th of 2021 over on Bell Street in a Chevy pickup, no liability insurance. It's called fail to maintain financial responsibility. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney, have a trial, or bring me proof of insurance?
Proof of it. What?
Do you want to plead not guilty on that one as well?
Plead not guilty.
Okay, you're going to sign 2 bonds as you're leaving the jail. When you sign them, look at the date and time on them. That's when you are to appear at my courthouse. Do you have any questions, Mr. Kexey?
Stand back in the middle.
You have any questions, Mr. Kexey?
I have the freedom to move.
Okay, you're free to return to your pod, Mr. Kexey. Return to your pod. Hello, Amari. My name is Sunny Ratliff. I've met you before. Okay, Amari, I need to have your attention. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you see me? Oh my God. Now.
Okay, you
I
can,
said-
you can return to your pod. You can return to your pod.
Quit asking me questions. I'm It's my name.
Oh, yeah, we had to end with a bang. I don't know if she was screaming so loud that the audio couldn't pick her up, or if they had somehow altered the audio so that it wouldn't blow the judge's ears out. I'm not sure. Well, I think that's happened with a few of them. Yeah. Her name was Amari. She wanted everyone to know. All right, guys. So I did hit export on the Satterfield docket. It's only at 57.7%. So I think I better listen to Sean. I think I'm going to get some sleep. Go to my appointment tomorrow. So this weekend, Saturday, as everybody knows, Saturday's my birthday. And it is also my 1-year anniversary of being a streamer. So we are putting together a hike down memory lane kind of stream. So we're going to watch some old cases that I've done. We're going to have a good time just remembering the whole past year. It's only been a year. It feels like I've been friends with you guys forever. yeah, it's gonna be a party, that's for sure. Oh, thank you guys so much. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I love you guys. I'm hoping for it to be a longer one. Like, I don't know. My daughter also wants me to come to where she lives, which is 2 hours away. She wants to see me. I'll have to take Ava with, though. That is a project. Because I don't have anyone to let Ava out anymore now that the neighbor is back in prison. So, yeah. Mortimer Duke, you missed everything. You're showing up for the good nights. But hello. I'm happy you made it. Yeah, he got popped for DUI on Xanax and a few shots of bourbon, as he said. And it's his second in Wisconsin, but 8th overall. He called me today and said, I don't get to come home. Well, you were on parole, probation parole, and you just got out of jail a couple months ago. So, yeah, that's what happens. I have no idea what that is. Well, that's the 6th time. After the 6th time was when he moved here. So, Yeah, that's what he said. But it was kind of like the I've had 2 drinks excuse. I've been watching him go downhill for a couple weeks now. I've been waiting for this to happen, actually. He went to get a pack of smokes from the gas station, and the cashier called him in as being too drunk to drive. He did make it home into his driveway, and the cops came knocking on the door. I got a phone call from the sergeant, and the sergeant was like, "Can you take care of his dogs?" Not really. For one, Ava hates his dogs. I'm talking foam at the mouth. Hates his dogs. I've never seen her foam at the mouth when trying to go after something. It's usually a playful go after. This was not playful. She hates those dogs. The dogs have been rehomed, thankfully. I kept them alive. I cannot speak to the condition of what his apartment looks like because it's upstairs. I know I let the dogs out a couple times a day, but that was all I could do. I literally had to crawl upstairs to even get to the doorknob to let the dogs out. It was not an okay situation. And, one day, the second day that I was having to care for them, I had a home visit from my care workers where like the social worker and the nurse and everybody, they come out and they, identify how I'm doing, set goals, and make sure that I have the resources that I need, cut my, some of my services in half because, good old budget cuts. But yeah, they came while I was trying to let the dogs out, and even they were like, "This is too much for you." I'm like, "Yeah, but they're dogs. I'm not going to let the dogs die. I'm not going to let the dogs sit in the apartment, So I even went out of my way and I built like this kennel runner on my handicap ramp where I opened up folding tables and put them up against the railing to block the railing off. And I put them on leads that were long enough that if they did jump off, they wouldn't, but one of them kept jumping off. And then I'd have to go out with my walker and, grab her, push her back through the hole. And it was just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I tried. I really did. I gave it all. So, their original owner they broke up a couple of years ago, and she made a 3.5-hour drive to here to get them. So they're back with someone who loves them. So that's good, and they're safe, and he's going to be gone for a couple of years is my guess. I'm pretty sure if something like that happened to me, one of you guys would call it in. They'd be like, "This girl hasn't streamed for 3 days straight and nothing's in the Discord. You need to send officers to her house." I can look it up. Do you by any chance know when the original hearing was? I don't want to just start in the middle. I know you are. You're a jerk, but not that much of one. Okay. What type of docket is it? Like, oh, wait. There was more to your message. Darn enter button. Hey. I love you, man. You didn't show up for so many days. I was very worried. He's not lying. I really did. I stalked him down and I called his sister to make sure he was okay. He wasn't feeling good the last time I talked to him, and then he just disappeared. And I'm like, this is not okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I have several weeks worth of landlord-tenant dockets of Judge Simpson, so oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I guess I know what I'm going to be doing is putting stuff together with that. Hey, man, I love you. You know I love you. I love all of you guys. Every single day I miss Ruth Ward. And when she stopped showing up, I contacted her too. And she just lost the ability to get into the chat and apparently hasn't gotten it fixed. Ruth, I know you still watch. And you know I still love you. Holy cows. That is amazing. I will have to go back and find the original ones and we'll do a super long FTC. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Okay, guys. I am going to go. Oh man, I am 7 minutes away from 2 hours. I'm sorry. Y'all are just going to have to put up with me for 7 minutes. Oh, wow. Follow the case or following the case. It's something I do here. That's why when I do multiple hearings tied together, it'll say FTC. Well, so apparently there's yesterday's landlord-tenant docket, and then there's 2 weeks ago as well. Yeah, that's not going to happen, Salty. So will Friday not happen then? Oh. Yeah, that's what I love running FTCs. Oh, I guess that part will be a surprise. Okay, so I've got 3 weeks in a row of landlord-tenant dockets to go through and edit. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to put it all together. I'm going to try. Hopefully I have them all, or if I don't have them, hopefully they're still up. I will do my best. Oh, man. Satterfield's docket just finished exporting, but it's an hour long. And if I stay up running that, then I definitely won't be up to get any cases in the morning before I have to head out to my appointment. I'm sorry, A.L. Doria. Hello, though. Thank you for joining us. I know what you meant, Salty Sweetie. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Hey now, you trying to say something? I love you. I'm so happy you're here, though. Seriously, I've not seen you in chat before, have I? And I absolutely love seeing new people join. See, everybody's voting for sleep. I think so. Okay. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.